Okay, there we go. Now we live. Yeah, baby, we live. Yeah. What's going on, world? This is your boy Knowledge, and we here for the Kinda Sleepy podcast, where we stay woke. We definitely woke around here, but I'm kind of sleepy. And this the co-host.
What's up, y'all? Y'all know who his boy is, man. Natty Bad Tattoo Dreadlock. Catch me in your neighborhood friendly ABC store.
So let's see if we can't adjust the phone here. You know what? Yeah. This ain't gonna work like this because we still got it on the live over here. So, But the thing is, this is an audio podcast, so we're not too worried about that. Y'all can catch us. Actually, we're gonna be on iTunes. First of all, I want to give a huge, major shout out to Sean, my man Sean, aka Rel. He's up in New York. He's taking care of like everything. He's gonna put us on iTunes. He's gonna have us. We're already on Podomatic. So as soon as we get through here, we're gonna go from there, and we're gonna basically, due to a poor wireless connection. Man, we just can't win for losing. Luckily, this is just the pilot, so we'll get this squared away soon enough. But you're gonna see us, you're gonna hear us, you're gonna see us, we're gonna get all that squared away. But anyway, Sean's gonna put us on iTunes. We're gonna be on Podomatic. You can catch us on Facebook. Of course, you got these videos coming up. Apparently, the Facebook video is a little bit distorted here, so we're gonna have to talk to the management about that. But you can still catch us all of our audio on iTunes and everywhere else that you can find podcasts at. You going worldwide. All right, so let's jump into the topics for today. Just to give you guys a quick rundown of how we do this. The first thing that we do is basically we talk about current events, staying woke, all that kind of stuff, from a woke perspective. But then after that, we get to the 15 minutes of funk, and that's where we talk about our topic for the week. And this week's topic, just to give you guys a heads up front, is I got a homeboy that said he won't date a girl if she has too many selfies on her social media, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Facebook, whether it's Snapchat. I'm like, dude, like for real, like that's what we doing?
I mean, I heard that before, but like you said, we go.
Hey, before we get started, can you close the door right quick for me, man?
Yeah, no doubt.
So we gonna, as you can see, this is definitely the pilot episode. We gonna get all this squared away. It's gonna be going live very soon. So let's get into this first topic that we got for the week. First of all, we want to say rest in peace to Robert Guillaume and Fats
Benson.
Domino. Yeah, Benson. We want to say rest in peace to them. And we definitely, we got a lot of older celebs out here where it's kind of like, we get into that point where they falling off by the wayside, man. Some of the people that were that we looked up to when we were kids, like actors, like I ain't gonna lie, I got a little bit emotional when O.C. Davis died, man, back in the day.
Oh man, of course, man.
And so, it's just one of those things where, we know they're getting older, but we never want them to leave. The moment Cicely Tyson leave, I'm pretty sure like half of Black America is probably just gonna kirk out.
Man, I'm telling you.
And
look, she's been in everything. You know what I mean?
Get closer to the mic. Get a little closer to the mic.
Bad. I'm short. I got a little neck.
That makes two of us. So, I get it. Shoot, we both got short necks. But when Cicely Tyson leave, we're gonna all be upset. And then I looked at a picture of Vanessa Bell Calloway at 60. Bruh, she look like she's killing these 20 and 30-year-olds out here. Easy.
They popping too many pills.
Drinking too much.
Too much lean.
Having seizures and stuff in the mirror. That's not popping. But then we got who else? Morgan Freeman. Now Morgan Freeman been old since we was like 5. So
if Morgan Freeman died, I just can't see it happening. Look, Morgan Freeman was born at 68 years of age. He was 68 years old when he was born. So
man, so that we definitely expecting Morgan Freeman to be here for a very, very long time.
I give about 238 years.
238. But you foolish. So the next topic we got. Why you stupid? Why you stupid?
Say they was all them cheeseburgers, man. McDonald's did it too.
The next topic we got is Nicki Minaj's brother. So he's on trial for child molestation,
right?
Rape. She just said that she's not going to be taking the stand or be involved in the trial whatsoever, as far as this whole thing is concerned. So I'm just like, yo. First of all, let's take a step back from the trial and talk about how what's her name? Remy Ma.
Okay, yeah, the rap battle.
Yeah, when she just basically bodied Nicki Minaj and then went right back under a rock.
But see, Nicki's like this right here. If she sees the lose-lose situation,
She's not gonna jump in.
Yeah,
she not gonna jump in there.
Yeah, which is smart to me.
I understand that. Like, yeah, I'm completely on that. Yeah. Like, that's what you should do. If you know if you know that's not something you can win, right. Stay out of it. Stay way completely the hell out of it.
You know they gonna drag her. They gonna drag her by a lace front wig anyway if she do. They gonna drag her.
And it's definitely lace front. It's definitely a lace front. She got all the laces and all the fronts in the world. Like, she got like 50 living lace fronts, bro. Like, I don't even know how that works. Like, do those things live? Like, do they have like a shelf life? Like, I feel like them lace fronts be around forever, bro.
Somebody say them wigs cost like over thousands of dollars, G. I'm like, she walking around with like a...
Wait a minute.
She walking around with like a 93 Honda Accord on her.
So, here's my thing. If they cost over $1,000, like, bro, we in the wrong hustle.
I'm trying to tell you. I know people who stop selling crack to sell bundles.
I can believe that. The hair game is the new joke. The new dope game. That's where all the money is. The hair game.
Yeah, Shorty said she had her lace front. She said she had a customized unit. That's what she said.
I don't even know what.
Now, when she said that, now she said customized unit, I'm like, damn, she must have went and got a dildo that fit directly with her. But no, she was like, nah, a customized unit like
for her hair.
Yeah.
When I think customized unit, I'm thinking like pistol.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like a computer. I'm thinking like,
wall unit.
A wall, right. Yeah. I'm thinking all that. But they got like whole heads.
Bro, she was like this right here. She said she was making payments.
Wait. You can lease a weave?
Yeah, dog.
You can put a...
Yeah, dog.
Yo, man, y'all got the game messed up, man. Y'all really got this, you know what? This is why we can't rise as a people, because we putting stuff like weave on layaway and going to rental center to get bags. Like, this is a problem. This is a real problem. We got to fix this. Come on now, we got to rise, man. I'm sleepy as hell for that one, because I'm not staying woke on that. Like, I'm sleepy as hell for that one. But okay, so back to the original topic. Nicki Minaj's brother is on trial right now for molesting children. And I'm going to tell you right now, one thing I believe about the black community, and everybody talked about Harvey Weinstein, right? And they was like, well, I bet they won't drag Harvey Weinstein like, R. Kelly and Bill Cosby got drugged. But I'm like, that don't make what Bill Cosby and R. Kelly did any better.
Right.
Here's the thing we got to stop doing, man. We got to stop comparing our trash to other people's trash.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, it's all trash. Yeah. Like, that's like a dumpster calling a recycle bin trash.
You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you already know I was going to stink a little bit more.
At all times. But the thing is, that don't mean it don't stink.
Yeah,
it's like you burping, me farting, and you got halitosis, and we both like, nigga, you stink. No, you stink.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same phone.
Whole room funky as hell.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So first of all, that's the first thing we got to stop doing. And so please don't go, and I know nobody's caping for Nicki Minaj's brother, or at least I hope they're not. Because if you caping for Nicki Minaj's brother, you got a whole nother set of issues with you. Problem. And the thing is, like, based on what I'm seeing just in the news reports and what's been going on, like, as far as the reports that are coming out of there, this is a sick dude. So Nicki has to really distance herself from that to salvage her career, because once you get caught, around supporting, unless you Woody Allen, who was the most notorious child molester, kid diddler in the world, the moment that you basically, get caught supporting that in such a way, your career is over.
It's over, yeah, because the media backlash is going to be so hard.
It's ridiculous.
It's going to be like, you co-signing a child molester.
Right, and the thing is, the one thing that you don't ever want to do is have anybody say you did something wrong to a child.
Man, come on, man. You already know that is unacceptable and totally unacceptable in the black community.
Oh, man. Well, let's talk about that.
You can't even talk about nobody.
Here's the thing, because everybody got that uncle, that cousin, that relative that you don't leave the kids with. And so the thing is, in the black community, yeah, we don't tolerate it.
Yeah,
but we
turn a blind
eye to it, and that's a problem. Yeah. That's a problem to me. Yeah. I don't think we should even turn. Like, I feel my thing is, if it's confirmed that you are a rapist or a child molester, I feel like you should be. I feel like they should have medieval punishments for stuff like that. Like, you should be beheaded. You should be drawn and quartered. You should become a eunuch. All that stuff.
And the thing about it, like you said before, this you had to put her in a position like, that's my brother.
Right.
She probably want to be there, but she can't be there publicly.
I understand privately being like, yo, I'm not going to abandon you while you're in jail. Yes, when you get locked up, you know, you better learn some self-defense. I pay for the self-defense classes before you go because you're going to need them.
Look, I got all the ramen noodles you need.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm telling you,
you know,
that locker straight.
I make sure you have some good socks in the winter and all that stuff, you know. But
packages, no.
Exactly, but I'm not going to be rocking with you while you locked up. So nobody should expect Nicki Minaj to completely abandon her brother.
Right.
But this is just that's wild.
Yeah, man, that could be career ending.
Yeah, if she was to delve way too deep into that, she'd be done.
Yeah, because you got to look at the women supporters. You have to look at the men supporters. You have to look at, child advocacy. You have to look at a lot of arenas who gonna jump on that. It won't be waiting to jump on.
Oh man, and you know and the thing is, I think she's trying to kind of deflect from what was said because she said if it wasn't for sexism and patriarchy or whatever in the industry, she would get the respect she deserves as an MC.
I will say this. Now, I've heard a couple Nicki balls that were official.
Right.
Before she gets...
The come-up Nicki was solid.
Yeah, before she turned schizophrenic on the and shit.
And had like 15 different personalities.
All that other goofy shit.
Yeah.
But Nicki actually has a little bit of talent. I mean, I ain't going to say a little bit. She is the talented young
She's
lady.
very talented.
She's very talented.
My biggest issue, I guess, was when she stopped focusing on the talent and started focusing on the gimmick.
Yeah, the gimmick. I mean,
and that to me, I was like, man, she's so much more than that.
But you know, A&R is going to direct you that way.
Yeah.
You know, you got little girls looking at you because of how your hair is or because of what lipstick you got on or whatever this, and this. You know, of course the A&R is going to capitalize off of it.
Because the bottom line is always the bottom line. It's always about the almighty dollar.
It's about that dollar. And she turned it to a puppet.
Oh, man. Yeah. Now, one particular song that always pops in my head when I think Nicki Minaj and bars is Monster.
Right, with M.
Yeah. No. The one when she was with it was with Ross. It was on Kanye's album.
Bingo. Kanye.
Yeah. When she was on that, she was like, pull up in a monster automobile gangster. I was like, okay, here she go.
And she was beside some heavy hitters and
held her own. Like she really did her thing. And then Moment for Life. She had some solid verses on Moment for Life. But it
was kind of touching.
Yeah.
It was kind of touching.
I felt a certain type of way on the inside. I was all tingling. You know? But that was what she was. That was what she did. And like Nicki has talent. It's just that, I think that, another thing is we got to stop finding outrage in places where there is no outrage. And this is not even on the list of topics that we got for today. But there's this thing in Birmingham, Magic City Classic. Shout out to all my people in Birmingham. Magic City Classic this weekend. Alabama State, Alabama A&M. Whoever you got, drop it in the comments. Let me know. But one of the police officers in Birmingham, and the Magic City Classic brings 100,000 people to Birmingham every year. I mean, it's a huge event. He posted an event on Facebook that said, fill Legion Field up with cement so they canceled the Magic City Classic. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I thought that was funny. I thought that was kind of funny. But the thing is, people got upset. Like, people got real life woke upset behind that, bro.
Behind a joke.
Yeah. And my thing is, and this is what I said to my friend Kennedy. I said, if everything's a problem, then nothing's a problem.
There it is.
And so the thing
that
is,
makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna take that with me today.
Hey, put that in your pocket.
Yeah, word up.
You know what I'm saying? And so the thing is, like being woke is cool. Like I appreciate the wokeness, but everything ain't racist, bro. Now this dude is actually suspended from like on desk duty. They put him on desk duty for a joke, man. Now some jokes, I get it, are tasteless. I get that. Some jokes you got to stay out of. But that joke right there, that was funny.
That was funny. I mean, it was lighthearted.
Yeah.
It wasn't attacking anybody.
Like if they had said burn the Jordan factory to cancel Magic City Classic, I probably would have laughed at that too. Just to be honest. Like, it's funny. But everything is not race. That wasn't racist. That was just flat out funny. If I had said fill Legion Field with cement to cancel the Magic City Classic so everybody can go to Tuskegee Homecoming, people would have laughed.
Right, but because
he said it, and he's a police officer. Speaking of, we're gonna get into some police officer stuff in just a second, but I want to give a shout out to Jairi Durant of Albright College. He got kicked off his football team for kneeling, and that was something major for him. And the president of Albright College said he could come back, but he decided not to. If you're looking at the live feed, I just dropped it because I got to plug the computer back in.
What's happening, y'all? It's your boy Natty. I'm gonna go ahead and sing this praise hymn while we're waiting.
No, you're not. But no, he got kicked off the football team for kneeling, and the president said that he could come back, but he declined. He was like, "No, I'm not coming back." Period.
Exactly. I mean, and I salute that young man for standing behind his decision.
Now, the thing is, people are kneeling. These football players, these athletes, and these public figures are kneeling. And I actually didn't stand up. I stood up and held my fist up for the Negro National Anthem at Miles' homecoming a couple weeks ago, but I did not stand up for the national anthem. And I know people that have not been standing for years, for generations. Right. And so the thing is, not because I'm a Jehovah's Witness or anything like that, but because I really don't believe that stands for us, because we are disproportionately killed by police. Now, I read that article about Jairi Durant at Albright College, and then 5 minutes later, I read the article that said Betty Shelby, the police officer that killed Terrence Crutcher, got her charges expunged. So that means...
expunged?
Expunged.
Wow.
That means nothing will show up on any background check she does or anywhere she goes. She will never be known as the woman that killed Terrence Crutcher.
A whole live murder. Expunged?
On video.
Expunged?
Yeah. I know people that can't get petty dime bag possession charges expunged, and she gets a whole live killing expunged.
I got a homeboy right now who got 4 driving under suspension charges. He can't get them expunged. A whole murder?
A whole murder.
Wow.
And the thing is, she wasn't convicted, and I get all that. Right. But we saw it on video, and what bothered me most about that one was that this man is laying there bleeding out and dying, and the police go crowd around her and not the dying citizen,
right?
The tax-paying father and
make
husband.
Sure her emotional state is okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
She pulled the trigger.
So tell me why we shouldn't take a knee?
Because my thing is this right here. If you get on your knees to say your prayers, to talk to God, or whoever your higher deity may be, why do we have to stand up and do all this extra for this flag? I mean, I look at it like this: long as I'm acknowledging, instead of turning my back, spitting on it. Hey, look.
I feel like we've replaced patriotism with religion with patriotism. A lot of people worship this country
and submission.
Oh yeah,
and submission, and that's what it boils down to. They want you to submit to what I say you should do, how you should pay homage to
or like, what bothers me the most is that this country was quote unquote founded on freedom. But the moment, every time something happens, people like those Muslims shouldn't do this. Well, this country was founded on freedom of religion. So it's either freedom of religion or it's just claim it as a theocracy. Claim it that this is just only Christians.
Yeah, a constriction of religion.
Exactly. You can't have both. You really can't have both. So that's our topics for the week. Let's get into the 15 minutes of funk now.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
So I posted this on Facebook, and it got a lot of responses. I said that I had a homeboy that, he said that he won't take a woman seriously dating if she has too many selfies on social media, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, all that.
Man, that brother.
And the special guest that we were gonna have in here, she kind of went in on the topic. I really wanted her to come through. We'll catch her at another time because I know she's got opinions on a lot of stuff. She's a local celebrity too, man.
I looked at her selfie.
Yeah, she got some nice selfies, don't she? Yeah, I ain't even mad at her.
Hey.
And my homeboy said she smell good.
Brown skin.
But anyway, boy, you stupid.
Hey, you already know.
But no. So here's my thing about that, right? So there is a balance there to be had.
Right.
Now, one person brought up that women are damned if they do, damned if they don't. Women can't celebrate themselves and their beauty without being called one thing, and then if they do celebrate their beauty, they get called another. So if they take a bunch of selfies, they one thing. If they don't take enough selfies, they something else. And the reality is, in my opinion, I feel like men at this point, we should just shut the hell up when it comes to what women do. Because the bottom line is, we're speaking from a perspective that we'll never understand anything about women. Like, I don't ever claim to know anything about women.
Besides what you tell me.
Exactly. And the thing is, on top of that, like, I'm like, okay, so this is going to go off on a little bit of a tangent, but I don't know whether abortion is right or wrong. But I know that 60-plus-year-old white men in Washington, D.C. shouldn't be able to determine what a 15, 16, 17-year-old black woman on the west side of Charlotte should do with her body.
Right.
And so the thing is, I don't think men at all should be telling women what to do with their body. But when it comes to what I'm attracted to, I have a preference.
Right. We all do.
Now, I don't think he was talking about, the look at me 30 pounds down selfie. I don't think he was talking about the look at me, my makeup is fly, or look at me, I'm at this wedding, or hey, check me out, I'm at the the John Legend concert or the Jay-Z concert or something like that. I don't think he was talking about those. I think he was talking about what they call the thirst trap selfies. Let's define the thirst trap. When you see somebody and you think they thirst trapping, what's the first thing you see?
I mean, like number one, it's like this right here. Now, with the whole selfie thing, because most people we take pictures of what we're most proud of.
Right. So, that's true. That's very true.
Or
stuff that's completely ridiculous.
Like all that corn on that paper plate with that nasty ass Salisbury steak on it. Anyway, but people take pictures of what they're most proud of. And what I always say, women love compliments. I don't care what kind of compliment, who it comes from. A compliment to a woman brightens their day, actually.
The right compliment.
I mean, not the, hey, I'm showing your ass fat, but
but you look nice today.
Yeah,
or I really like your hair.
So when women take selfies, they're not even really reading the comments. They looking at how many thumbs they get.
Right.
They looking at how many thumbs they get.
Well, at least I'd like to think that.
Right.
Because I know some women post selfies and you always have that one old dude, that creepy dude with the Kango hat and the short set on, who be like, so sexy, baby.
Right. You
so fine.
But that's not why she did it. In my book, I look at it like this. The reason why women take selfies is for they're celebrating themselves.
Right.
She might been sitting in her room. It might be in her night clothes. It might be in her little sweats or whatever.
Yeah.
She might have been sitting in her room crying all day. Of course, some cat done dogged her out. So you know what? I'm gonna take this selfie because you know what? I'm not gonna sit around.
I'm still bad.
Right. There you go.
Yeah.
So she just affirming to herself that okay, well look, all right, let me pick myself up, keep it going. And at the end of the day, he probably the guy who said it.
Mm-hmm.
He probably the cat who get dressed up in his Steve Harvey suit. You know what I mean? Get dressed up in his Steve Harvey suit.
Your suit should never have more buttons than you got fingers on one hand. Man, I'm just letting you know that
your jacket should not come down to your knees.
Ever.
And he probably don't get but 2 likes, and he was feeling fresh today. So now he don't date women who take too many selfies. Me personally, that's like saying I don't watch TV because there's too many commercials. I mean, come on. I mean, at the end of the day.
I mean, that's why I got a Fire Stick. So, because I
got control issues.
I got control issues. I don't like commercials.
But I say, I mean, people have their own idiosyncrasies.
Right.
People do what they do for their own justification and their own reason, and you can't sit here and say you can't take a person serious because of something so minute.
Yeah, that's real trivial.
That's trivial.
Now here's the thing. So let's get back to the thirst trap aspect. So if your girl is posting pictures, okay. Let's not go to your girl because it hadn't gotten to that point yet. If a young lady is posting pictures and you're constantly seeing cleavage or the over the shoulder look with the booty stuck out, all that kind of stuff. Now Instagram models, I understand why, because somebody explained to me that they get paid for stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
Now I'm pretty sure that some of these Instagram models ain't getting paid, but everybody had to volunteer before they got to something. You know what I'm saying? We're not getting paid for this.
Right.
But if you would like to sponsor us, please contact us because we're trying to find the bag. But anyway, but the thing is, some of these Instagram models, I understand that. But if you're just, you're a regular young lady, you might work at, Target or something like that.
Jimmy John's.
Oh, Jimmy John's. And you're constantly posting. Some guys, you just like saying Jimmy John's? Yeah. And they're constantly posting pictures of, maybe some cleavage or maybe the over the shoulder with the booty stuck out look or just scantily clad. And
then of course, I mean, you know where that comes from. I mean, as a man, we know where it comes from. Because any woman that's confident in herself, she would not be doing that all day. You know what I mean? She wouldn't. Or
maybe she has a certain persona that speaks to that. But would you take a woman seriously that posted selfies like that? Like a lot of them. Like, I don't mind the occasional one. Like, if you feeling yourself and you got on, just some workout clothes or your yoga pants is tight. Like, if you feeling yourself, celebrate yourself. By all means, love yourself. But the thing is, would you date a woman who, you constantly see on Facebook in boy shorts? Would you take her seriously, rather?
Is it summertime? Because I like boy shorts. I mean, as far as in a relationship status, it'd be hard to. Mm-hmm. It'll be hard to, but at the end of the day, it's up for us as if we already see what's missing right here. We already see what's the problem. If we already might have an inclination that this woman has, an attention deficit, or she might have a confidence issue, and that's why she's taking all these pictures. Mm-hmm. Now, if I take on that role as a friend, even, and as a partner or as boyfriend, whatever, I'm going to go ahead and let her know, look, I'm going to go ahead and check that situation. But as far as jumping into it seriously,
now see, that's two different extremes that we just talked about. We talked about, you know, if you feel like I feel like women should celebrate themselves more. Like I feel like specifically in America, specifically black women, I feel like black women never get a chance and never get a venue or an opportunity or any kind of way to really celebrate themselves and their beauty and anything like that.
As melanated queens, you know. But as far as when you say taken seriously, I mean, that comes in a whole wide, it comes in a wide spectrum.
Yeah, you know, and the thing is, I guess it would have to be, you'd have to discuss also, like, what type of person, is she a model?
Right.
You know, does she model from time to time? Is this something where she's like, might be working on a pose or aspiring to do something more? And my thing is, I would have no issue with that.
Right.
You know, and so I guess the key is to not make a snap judgment based on a whole bunch of selfies.
Bingo.
You know, when the reality is she could just like the way she looks.
You know what I mean? You know, like I said before, and if you formulate your whole mind around how many pictures of themselves that somebody takes,
right?
Man, that shows how minuscule your mind frame is.
Right.
I mean, because me personally, I like looking at their thirst traps every now and then.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here in front like my Instagram ain't got a couple of you know, thirst trap accounts on it that I be looking at. You know, I don't mind seeing them.
You know, sometimes I be in between tattoo work, I get a little sleepy. I'm like, yo, let me scroll on. Yeah. I'm up now.
Yeah, you woke.
You know, but you know, to make that assumption that you can't take a person seriously, because you never know how many layers a person has. You never know how many layers a person has. You know, because that might just be one layer that you're looking at. Mm-hmm. And for you not to say you can't even take them serious from one layer, you haven't even peeled the first layer on the onion back.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, you know, that just shows, on my part, it shows a little bit of insecurity in the mind, in the man of a mind.
And the
mind of a man.
Yeah, and the thing is, a lot of the women said that sounds like a very insecure guy.
Word.
And
he only get 2 likes.
Now, he only get 2 likes.
In the Steve Harvey suit.
In the Steve Harvey suit, yeah. And you know, he spent all day matching them gators with that with that pinstripe.
They call me
lavender suit
because I be dressing.
But the thing is, that was stupid. That was stupid. But the thing is about it is like, you know, so there are a lot of insecure guys out there. I've bumped into insecure. I don't think I've ever been an insecure. Well, I can't say I've never been insecure. I mean, because we not the tallest dudes ever, so I'm pretty sure at some point in our lives, you know, we probably was like, you know, his heights, you know, being short's bullshit.
I'm tell you, I had an insecure moment. I did some tattoo work for Kennedy Meeks, right? Mm-hmm. You know, UNC.
Yeah. So, I saw, he posted a picture.
Yeah. And he was like, yo, let me take this pic with you to put on my page. So I stood up to get the picture. I mean, the young boy belt buckle was at my temple. I'm not gonna take no picture. I'm not gonna take no picture with somebody's belt buckle by my temple. So I went and got my step stool that I usually use to get my random dudes out the cabinet. I'm like, yo, because I felt some kind of way, Knowledge.
I believe it.
I felt some kind of way, and I didn't appreciate it. And I told him about it before he, on the way out the door.
Yeah, because you ain't say it right there. Exactly. Because he got the reach advantage, you know what I'm saying? you don't want to, you know, bark at him when he got the reach advantage, you know. You might be able to jab and keep him off him.
He was pulling out. I'm like, I'm going to tell you one thing. But, you know, everybody has their insecurities.
Right. Everybody has their insecurities. But the thing is, you know, we shouldn't just assume what people's insecurities are based on a very, very shallow surface perception.
Yeah, that's it. You know what
I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure if somebody caught me on the wrong day or in the wrong place, you know, they would think I am kind of an asshole. Think about it. But I'm sure if they caught me at the wrong time, you know, they would probably see me as something that I'm not.
Right.
Or somebody that I'm not. Right. So it's one of those things, man.
You know, and at the end of the day, man, it's all about acceptance.
Right. And I guess another thing that I would imagine, I don't claim to ever speak for women because, like I said, I couldn't. That's not my role. That's not my position. But that kind of insecurity kind of lends itself to this whole toxic masculinity thing that we got going on in society that, you know, I wasn't really aware of until I was much older. You know, where some of these dudes, like, it's women that's out here dying because dudes is insecure, man.
Word.
And so I guess that would be like a red flag to them, like, this nigga got a problem with selfies.
Yeah. I can't even go out with my girls.
Right.
2 nights in a row.
At all.
Look here, Anime.
Like, she getting ready to go out the house.
Yeah.
Hey, where you going dressed like that?
Yeah, he turned into Ike Turner.
You know what I'm saying? You want some cake? Damn, this cake good. You want some cake?
You gonna eat some of this damn cake. You know what I mean? And that's my thing. I mean, you have to let a woman be a woman, because like you said before, knowledge, we don't understand that feminine mind frame. Because
absolutely.
we're men. We don't understand it. Now, when we can't sit here and put a title on their actions.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just because she do this, she's this.
Right.
We can't do that.
It's not that easy. It's not math. 1 + 1 doesn't always equal 2. A + B don't always equal C.
Man, with a woman, it ain't even math. It's Chinese arithmetic. Man, look, and if you try to add it up, the answer gonna be wrong.
At all times.
Either way.
I've just come to the realization that I, when it comes to just thinking, once I think I know something about women in general,
I throw that shit out the
window. I realize exactly how wrong I am.
Yeah, word.
And just let it go.
Yeah, I just let it go.
I let them tell me what I should think about about certain things.
And the thing about it, this is the woman's favorite line. Well, you know what I meant.
Actually, I didn't. I kind of didn't.
I had
kind of lost there.
I did.
Well, hey, man, our 30 minutes is up, man, for the pilot, man.
Boom.
So,
man, I had a ball.
Hey, man, we trying to expand this to an hour, man. We probably, me and Sean been talking, man. We gonna get some music going on.
Word.
He's already working on the intro and the outro music. We gonna start talking about new and upcoming music. Big Crit got a new album coming out.
I'm waiting on that
I
thing
cannot wait.
I'm waiting on
Alumni to the sundown. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm
trying to tell you, trying to get some bass in my life.
Right.
Been missing that Mississippi sound.
I'm trying to tell you, I had a Big Crit playlist playing all day yesterday. Shorty was like, "Who was that?" I said, "Don't talk. Just listen."
he preaching right
Just
now.
listen.
He preaching right now.
For real, you know.
So, but yeah, we got a lot more stuff. I got some other special guests coming up here. I'm gonna get a couple of local celebrities, and
right.
I'm gonna try to get a couple of people in here, man. Not necessarily local celebrities. They celebrities to me.
Right on.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, we all stars in our own life.
Exactly. Number one, and number two, when we say the word celebrity, we talking about people that we celebrate.
Bingo.
And anybody that comes in here that we kick it with, we gonna celebrate them.
We're gonna celebrate all day.
So, hey man, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Appreciate you checking us out at the Kind of Sleepy podcast. You gonna catch this audio. We probably gonna edit the audio tonight and try to get it up tomorrow. And so I'll be editing as soon as we hang up here. Y'all make sure to check us out. Give us some comments, like, rate, subscribe, all that cool stuff, and we'll catch you next time. Peace.
We out.
All right.
Hey, that was dope, G.